What's going on, guys? Probably been a little while, but here is my new bike. 2014 Yamaha vstar1300 deluxe. So basically a 2014 leftover model. So you end up getting them, they marked the prices down a little bit. And getting ready to take it home. First time. I think sometimes that's the most nervous part of anything, but gotta do it. Alright, so I figure before I take it home, I'll get a little feel for it. It's pretty smooth.
Turn left on US 202, then turn right.
So first ride on a new bike, wow, it's amazingly it's very smooth, very smooth as a 950. So how did I end up choosing this bike? As most may wonder. Well, I know I wanted something that would be a little more geared toward the two-up riding. And a few of the bikes that I looked at was the FJ09, sorry, which is actually also made by Yamaha. Also looked at the Suzuki C50 and the C90. Also two very nice bikes. Looked at the Kawasaki Vulcan, another very nice bike also. The one thing with the Suzuki that kind of made me wonder a bit was the fact that it was belt drive. No, the Suzuki was shaft drive, and well, that just didn't really sit very well with me, because I really didn't want a shaft driven bike. I really more wanted a belt driven bike. So I guess with all that, spending all that time with the Buell being belt driven and not really having many issues, I think probably the next thing for me would have been maybe chain, you know. But in a cruiser, I figured if I could get belt, then why not go belt? I figured that would be pretty darn cool. So I ended up with the belt drive, which I figured that's where I wanted to go, because last year at Americade I rode the Suzuki C50, and let me tell you, I absolutely loved it. Loved it. I rode the M50. I wasn't really that crazy about it. Very nice bike, don't get me wrong. Well, it just wasn't that crazy about it. But the Suzuki, oh Lord, I just loved it. I loved every minute of it, of the Suzuki. Couldn't get enough. And that's you know, the main reason why it was actually very high on my list of bikes to purchase. So I was looking around, and I kind of actually bumped into the vstar1300, but more so the 950 was the one that I was looking at, and ended up really liking it. And not to mention the reviews were nice, you know. There were a lot of awesome reviews. Checked a lot of the forums. A lot of people are nothing short of happy with them, and you know, for me that said a lot. But regardless, the you know, that ranked this one in the 950 very high on my list. Very, very high. And a funny thing, you know, I looked on Craigslist. I contemplated buying used also. And buying used, I definitely thought about that. Maybe 2 years old or so. Looked at a few bikes, you know, but then in a way it was like when I did the math, a lot of people that, you know, the price wasn't really that far off from new. Then I found a few 2014 deals, which that was nice. So I ended up getting and I found a list on Craigslist for 2014 vstar 1300. It wasn't this one. I did see this one. I get to the story on that in a minute. I did see this one, but I saw another one, another 1300, 10 grand, brand new, out the box, and I thought that was pretty darn. I thought that was pretty cool. So I was going to look into that one, but I called them on a Tuesday, asked them about the bike. Another day I was at work and I checked online to look at the listing. The freaking bike is gone. I'm like, are you serious? How's the bike gone? Then I realized it just said this listing has been deleted. So I call him up and I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? You still got that vstar 1300? Guy's like, nah, we sold that one yesterday. It was a 2014 model, you know. So he's like, no, we sold that one yesterday. I was like, holy crap, are you kidding me? So I looked around again, trying to get another 1300, and at this time I figured I'd get the 1300 only because it was a little bit more than a 950. I go there, look at the bike, and you know, come to find out, you know, the guy didn't have the title, and there's a few other little things going on that, you know, I ended up, you know, trying to call a bank to see, hey, listen, you know, do I have to bring a copy of the title, or can we do this without the title? I walk around, and what do I see? I see this bike. This bike is the same one. I saw it in ads, saw the photos. I said, oh, heck no. I was like, dude, that front fairing, just ugly. Then I get there, I see it in person, and I'm like, oh, shoot. That is freaking beautiful. The fairing's beautiful. I was like, wow. I mean, you know, to me, hey, we all know what one person may think is beautiful, another person may think is the ugliest thing since sliced bread. But for me, I loved it. Just absolutely loved it. And the guy says, you know, what do you think? I'm like, yo, dude, this is freaking nice. So I tell the dude, you know what? I was like, dude, scrap the other one. Give me this one. And it's a 1300 too, which is what I was originally looking for. Why not, right? So, you know, I ended up doing that, going that route. So, alright, I'm in fifth. So, I'm just getting accustomed to the bike. Ride's very nice. Fairing seems to provide some nice protection. Comes with the navigation. I guess I got to update the maps, obviously. I bought the bike about 100 and, oh my god, how many miles? I don't think they can tell me. I don't know. I bought the bike. It's about 140 miles from my house, so I had to put on my my Under Armour gear because it's a little nippy out. It's probably like it's probably about 40 degrees or so out here, maybe 50. April 25th 2015, and it's freaking cold still. How crazy is that, huh? I mean, you think that it would be decently warm, right? Negative. So negative. Not. Still chilly. Still chilly. So I was actually just using that heel shifter. I guess I gotta get used to when using that heel shifter, you have to take your foot off the heel shifter in between shifting. Yeah, Bruce, that might be what you may want to do.